Norm of the North movie summary in English. Let's begin. Norm, a polar bear, is the son of the king of the Arctic. In his youth, he realizes his ability to speak to humans, a trait shared only by his grandfather. Because of this, he is made an outcast from the other animals, only being accepted by Socrates, a wise seagull, and Elizabeth, a female polar bear whom Norm is in love with. Years later, Norm's grandfather has disappeared, and human tourists are filling the Arctic. Socrates shows Norm and 3 Arctic lemmings a luxury condo that has been installed on the ice. Inside this condo is Vera, a representative for wealthy developer Mr. Green. After Vera is saved by Norm from an avalanche, Mr. Green calls her to find a polar bear mascot for their commercial, campaigning to sell houses at the Arctic. Alarmed, Socrates convinces Norm and the lemmings to stow away on a ship to New York City. In the city, Norm, pretending to be an actor dressed as a polar bear, auditions for Mr. Green's commercial and is taken to dinner by Vera. Mr. Green, who realizes that Norm is a real bear, suspects that Norm has come to free his grandfather, whom he has captured. He confronts him at the restaurant with a tranquilizer gun, but Norm subdues him. However, after the outburst garners the media's attention and heightens Mr. Green's approval ratings, he decides to hire Norm as his Before going on a television show, Norm meets Vera's daughter Olympia, who tells him to speak out against Mr. Green and his campaign so he can save the Arctic. Norm's popularity further increases the approval ratings, but his plan is sabotaged by Mr. Green, who uses recorded dialogue to claim that Norm supports his developments. Defeated, Norm is comforted by Vera and Olympia, who reveal that Mr. Green is developing more homes to install in the Arctic. He and the lemmings discover that Mr. Green is bribing a high-ranking member of the Polar Council, and exposes this to Pablo, one of Green's investors. Vera resigns her position and is hired by Pablo, while Norm and the lemmings chase the truck holding the houses. The animal control sends the truck carrying Norm's grandfather, and Norm is captured as well. After being freed by the lemmings, Norm and his grandfather get to the boat carrying the houses to the Arctic, and they are able to detach the houses. However, Norm is separated from his grandfather. Norm awakens in the Arctic and is reunited with the lemmings and the other animals. Because of his heroism, Norm is crowned the king of the Arctic, but not before his grandfather arrives. Meanwhile, Mr. Green's reputation is ruined after his bribery is publicly revealed. Vera and Olympia are happy with Pablo as their new boss, and Norm and Elizabeth are allowed in New York City, having 3 cubs together. The end.